But we got this song. It hit #1, popped into my radar, called Boycott Target. And I can't stand Target. Welcome to Freedom to Think broadcast. I'm your host, Jeff. This is another for our Freethinker React series. We are rapidly ascending to 100,000 subscribers, so smash that subscribe button, hit the like, comment what you want to see next, and let's get into the video. I have been talking trash about Target forever. This is not a new thing, but more specifically with them doing their whole bathroom crap and then moving forward to now with the extra level of pride gear that they were trying to push onto the kids section and the toddler section and all that crap that no one's happy about. Apparently, a song was created, Boycott Target, and it is now #1 on iTunes. And I'm like, dude, if it's #1 on iTunes, it's relevant enough that I need to be reacting to that. I already hate Target. I'm a Walmart dude. I'm a Walmartian, okay? I'm one of the people of Walmart. I get 69-cent andouille sausage from the clearance sausage rack. That's where I live. That's who I am. We're going to have some fun with this. We're going to torch Target. But first, we are going to buy this song. So we got to support these guys. You know, these people are making real, fantastic content. I don't know how good or bad the song is, but we gotta support this message. That's the deal. 99 cents. I'll put the link below. I got an Amazon affiliates account, so if you buy the song through my link, I'll probably make like half a penny. So I sell enough songs. That's a 5-layer beefy burrito, as long as Taco Bell isn't out of cheese. Let's get into this. I want to see it.
Intentional shoppers. There's a cleanup on every aisle.
Oh, I didn't even say. It is Forgiato, Blow, Jimmy Levy, Nick Nitoli, and Stony Dude Bro. I recognize Jimmy Levy. He worked with Rez in a song I did. This Is a War. Fantastic song. I want to do more of his. So any of these guys, if there's songs that you know that they do that you like, that I should check out, comment below. Thank you.
Intentional shoppers. There's a cleanup on every aisle. Target is targeting your kids.
Dude, okay, hang on. He said Target is targeting your kids. There's a cleanup on every aisle. That's awesome. So I like how they do the PA speaker voice. And then, is that Trump pulling the Superman? Because that's fantastic. You guys know I have a lot of superhero outfits. That's kind of my thing.
Target is targeting your kids.
Yep.
They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win.
Dude, yep. There's a target on our back, and they're targeting your kids. That's right. They want to separate the family from the kids. Destroy the nuclear unit, because the nuclear family, the strong family connected to the big guy, is the biggest thing, the biggest hurdle to totalitarian government, communism. They need worker bees for the state who are dumb enough that they will just do what they are told and not ask questions about the communists that get treated a little bit better than the rest of us. Okay, that's what they want. So it's an authoritarian state with the dumb people thinking they're living in this equality communist utopia. Doesn't exist, not possible. People are too greedy. So our system, yes, it sucks, a lot of flaws, whatever, but with the world as it is, the reality of the situation, free market capitalism allows the most prosperity for the average person born in a shitty situation. I had teenage parents, Mexican immigrant grandparents, and I'm not rolling in the dough. It is what it is. But I mean, I got like a little lake house in Georgia. We're doing okay. And that's not possible in other places where you live in perfect equality, you know, communist Cuba type shit. So anyway, those are the people in charge of pushing this agenda, and it's all ultimately to destroy the family unit. End rant for now.
And I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they Target, target, yeah, they targeting. Target, target, yeah, they target kids. Target, target, yeah, they targeting. Target, target, yeah, they target kids.
Dude, I'm big on editing. They're doing cool editing things with the glitching and the cloning features and then overlaying the stuff. It's cool. And also, like I said, we got to see the message. The message is not the issue with the pride thing, although it is a terrible issue. It's the people pushing that on our kids because they're trying to destroy the family. We got to keep this. This is the reality of the situation. And I know they know the layers from how they're talking about it. But that's what it is. These people are pushed in, the Open Society Foundation type people are pushing in, and they were like, we're going to launch this agenda. We don't care about those people. They don't care about the LGB group. They're pushing the rest of the alphabet mafia to take over even those people and then work in to destroy the whole country and our family units. I love how you got the grown man in the shopping cart. Like, the imagery is amazing here.
Target, yeah, they targeting. Target, target, yeah, they target. You know that target's that wrong. Trying to play with these kids. It's the mayor of Magaville. I'm preaching again. You know that LGBTQ done went too far. You know they cutting these kids. They leaving trannies with scars.
Oh, dang. Yes, he said they went too far. That's what I said. So you got the LGB, basically normal people. They just have different lifestyle decisions than what you would or me would necessarily vibe with or agree with, whatever, but they just exist. It is what it is. But then they start adding letters and symbols and whatever to that, and it's getting more and more and more crazy. And he's saying they're chopping up kids, man. Like, it's not okay what's going on with that. It's wild. And he said mayor of Magaville. Is that like his nickname? That this guy? Because that's funny. And I like how he's grabbing like the tampons because you got the people who are being like spokesmen for tampons when they don't have the equipment to even use them. You know what I mean?
Kids, it's the mayor of Magaville. I'm preaching again. You know that LGBTQ done went too far. You know they cutting these kids. They leaving trannies with scars. Why they pushing the gender, promoting sexual genders? I'm only rocking with Bruce. Don't rock with no Caitlyn Jenner. You think that gay?
Oh, only rocking with Bruce, not Caitlyn. That's rough. But hey, you know, even Bruce or Caitlyn, whatever, basically there's mass acknowledgement that Bruce won a bunch of medals in sports. So Caitlyn couldn't compete in sports. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's not fair. You have a Olympic medalist dude decide that he wants to be called something else and then go run the ladies, just destroy. I mean, I just saw in my suggested Ben Shapiro going over some dude identifying as a chick and destroying like girls volleyball person to the point where she's put in the hospital. And it's just not okay. It's so not okay. It's not even funny.
Sexual genders. I'm only rocking with Bruce. Don't rock with no Caitlyn Jenner. You think that gay shit gon' get you paid? Yeah, we gon' see. It's Mar-a-Lago 2024. We trumping, baby.
Whoa, yeah. It's like, you think that's gonna get you paid? Yeah, we'll see. Mar-a-Lago 2020. Wait.
Gon' get you paid? Yeah, we gon' see. It's Mar-a-Lago 2024. We trumping, baby.
It's Mar-a-Lago 2024. We trumping, baby. That's great. I love it. And the editing is so cool. I like these transitions. I like just all the different effects they're using. It's so awesome.
Gon' get you paid, yeah, we gon' see. It's Mar-a-Lago 2024, we trumping, baby. They put a target on my back, but they targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop, yeah, you know we gonna win. When they target, yeah, they targeting. Target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they targeting. Target, yeah, they target kids. Heard the news story, targeting kids.
Okay, he kept going over the truck. What's the deal with the truck? I don't keep up with toys. Is it like a non-binary truck driver for kids or something? You gotta help me out in the comments on this one. But I love what he's saying. I love the whole message. Their style's funny. I'm gonna be bumping this during Apex or Fall Guys. Really, it'd be great during Fall Guys, you know. This just randomly pops into the stream. Amazing. I like the style. I like the editing. I like the beat. And it's a message that needs to go crazy. So I'm glad. Bought the song. Let's keep it at number 1.
Target, yeah, they target kids. Heard the news story, targeting kids. They going after our youth, and yeah, they do it like this. If you ain't mad yet, well, then you better be pissed. Let's protest until they close and they ain't gonna be missed. Why they got pride shirts in the kids' clothing section? Why they trying to mess with the kids and give misconceptions?
Yes, they're messing with the kids, and they're trying to put funky messaging in their head. I've said it before. When I was a kid, when I was like 10, 11, whatever, like I was sitting there tossing a baseball, trying to perfect my curveball. I wasn't thinking about being a non-binary, pansexual furry, okay? There's some funky, weirdo people that are on forums, on the internet, grooming kids. Kids got tablets, iPhones, iTouches, and unlimited access to the internet without their parents watching them. And all of a sudden, all these kids have weird identities and really phases. They're phases, but there's evil people that are pushing to make the phase a permanence. And these kids are waking up one day, like the girl who she went on like the Daily Wire and she was talking about like the detransitioning people. Oh man, those stories are nightmare stories. And you hear about the complication level of like their surgeries. The percentages are outrageous because they're making Dr. Frankenstein's monster over and over again. They're playing God and they don't got the tools to do it. Okay. Like you got like, I have 3 kids. Okay. 2 girls and a boy. Perfect creation. Come out. And now we got these people saying, are you a little bit sad? Have you ever not felt happy on a rainy day? You might want to just cut it off. That's the problem. There's a solution. Done. And you'll be happy. Everything will be perfect if you just take these medicines. If you just get this surgery. If you just do this. And there's people with PhDs behind their name that are pushing this stuff. You got people who are experts in their field that are coming out. Like I saw the debate between Jordan Peterson and then some activist who's just like, there's a gajillion landslide of data saying that this is a massive spectrum agenda, and I don't have time to explain it to you right now. But I am a professional, so you just have to shut up and believe me. And then Jordan Peterson's like, yeah, no, I got a brain and a big set of balls, and I'm not just going to take what you're putting in my face.
It's not correct that there is such a thing as biological sex. And I'm a historian of medicine. I can unpack that for you at great length if you want, but in the interest of time, I won't. So that's a very popular misconception.
What's your response?
Well, I don't understand what the claim that there's no such thing as biological sex means. And I certainly think it's, let's call it an error, to suggest that there's some sort of scientific consensus about that. I mean, there's biological differences between males and females in animals and human beings at every level of analysis.
Okay, I'm jumping in here. You've accused him of abusing students by not using the pronouns they want to be addressed by.
That's how I see it, absolutely.
That is tantamount to abuse in your view?
Absolutely. Many global documents, many organizations.
How about violence? Is it tantamount to violence?
Yes,
How about
absolutely.
hate speech? Is it tantamount to hate speech?
Yes, of course. It's hate speech to tell someone that you won't refer to them as in a way that they that recognizes their humanity and dignity.
And that's what we need. We need people like this, people like him, to just say enough and no, and you better leave our kids alone or else. And that's kind of the impasse that we're reaching right now in society. And this whole Open Society Foundation ESG score crap where they're pushing companies by holding a giant investment in front of them saying, hey, we will pull these investments if you don't go woke. That's what's happening. You think the redneck beer just decided to offend all of their fan base for no reason? No, it's because these people like BlackRock and Vanguard and the Open Society Foundation are co-oping with the evil people that actually run the world to say, hey guys, you guys are going to go woke. You're going to push this, and this agenda because it helps our one world totalitarian communist government. And if you don't, we're pulling like a gigantic percentage of the stock investments in you. And so they're like, okay, so do we offend Bubba or do we lose all this money? And they're saying, well, we got to just offend Bubba and hope it doesn't hurt too bad. And what's happening is now Bubba is talking to his friends. He's like, yo, I may be Bubba, but I got friends in low places and a bunch of friends in high places. And honestly, ultimately, just a lot of friends. So when you have enough people who are just taking a stand and saying enough, because June, my birthday's in June, and I feel like they just try to ruin June every year, all June. I'm over it. It's today's June 1st. It is Milk Day, Dairy Day, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So people are done with this crap. We're over it. I would say end rant, but I feel like this whole video from his side and my side is a rant. Over it.
In the kids' clothing section, why they trying to mess with the kids and give misconceptions? They manipulating minds and making evil impressions. Got little boys tucking out by time they teens got depression.
Yeah, dude. Oh, they're all depressed. They got them on meds. And why would the medical community, why would Big Pharma hate this at all? They're just a cog in that machine. They're like, hey, oh, you want to give me unlimited money forever to treat somebody with dysphoria? Because you don't cure it. You treat it with hormones and surgeries and whatever. Like, you got a customer for life. If somebody says, yeah, I want to be on these hormones and these puberty blockers and start getting these surgeries, that's like $1 million person right there. It's like cancer. Why would you want to cure cancer when you can just treat it forever and make a crap load of money? It's like, oh, did the radiation give you more cancer? No problem. We can get you in and radiate that cancer. Oh, and that got you some cancer? Oh, well, we can just treat that some more too. And we'll just be treating and kicking the can down the road and sucking every penny out of you before you finally, croak that side of the grass. Get my drift? So they're all in cahoots. It's like the evil people, the communists, the people who are just totally stupid, bandwagoning, current thing people that feel like they're standing up for some kind of oppression. And then like Big Pharma, who's making $1 gajillion off of this movement of destroying children's health. Okay. We got to finish the song. We're going to get there.
Minds and making evil impressions. Got little boys tucking out by time they teens got depression.
We need to clean up on every island side. This door Satan resides. Wash it with the blood of Christ. It's needed here, so don't think twice. Dating with a Satanist, we all know this is the end. God is coming for revenge. Target is targeting.
They put a target on my back.
Dude, that guy's voice is awesome. Straight angelic. Very nice. I think that was Jimmy. So that was really good. Shannon Laxey, love your channel. I really appreciate that. Forsaken Ace, silent majority has more purchasing power than people thought. Yes, but it's just like I said, it's so many people not trying to offend. You have a vocal and powerful minority of people, which is the super left-wing liberals and their puppet masters and all the bots, trolls, feds, social engineers, making you think you are in a tiny minority of people. You're not. There's a shitload of people that think exactly like you do and are pretty fed up with all this crap. And now we're starting to see them getting brave and saying, no, I don't care. Oh, I'm offensive. I don't care. Oh, you think I'm this, and this. I don't care. Hands off the kids, mitts off the kids. We see what they're doing. They're telling us they're doing it. And now people are finally getting brave enough to just say enough. I'm really excited about the times going forward. I think there's going to be a big counter to all of this craziness. It might be too big. I might be the one saying, hey, everyone, we need to calm down because I'm for the people, most of the people. We'll see what happens, man. It's just crazy. Jimmy Levy was on American Idol. I mean, I could believe it. Dude's got a fantastic voice. Bush came out with peach flavor. I realize these beer companies are trying so hard to appeal to younger generations that don't drink piss water. Yeah, if you're trying to convert the Budweiser drinkers to White Claws, and that's just not really happening. I did find a new beer though, life hack. It was Yingling Premium Beer, which is like their just cheapest version. It was like $16 for 24, and I'm like, I can work with this. and it tasted fine. I was like, oh, great, awesome. I got some beer that's non-woke from a pretty solid American company, and it's not super expensive. Like, I love the right-wing conservative beer guy from that commercial. It was a funny commercial, but I ain't dropping $20 on a six-pack for nothing. It's premium, like, cheap domestic beer. Like, it's not like Guinness Plus, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, check out Yuengling, America's oldest brewery. I saw they were grabbing Bud Light in this too, so I thought I could talk about beer. Also, I see Dagnar saying Juneteenth is more BS since the slaves were freed January 1st. Juneteenth supposedly represents when the last bit of the Union got to the last place in Texas to free the slaves. Now, note, it was a Republican president with mostly Republicans in the military, and the Democrats owned the slaves. Just so you guys know. Because the Democrats voted against everything for Black Americans forever. And then once they finally lost that battle, they're like, all right, well, if they're going to vote, we're going to trick them to voting for us. Literally, that's what happened. So there was no switch, okay? They went from, like, vehemently opposing rights to taking advantage of people and then co-opting them into giving them power and then not helping them. That's what the whole Democratic Party model has been forever. So, and that's why the South is more Republican, you know, because they freed the slaves and then the slaves were here and they could vote, and like all the people who were against slavery were able to thrive, and those were the Republicans, stayed in the South. And the Democrats moved up north because, you know, they had all that money but no slaves anymore, so they had to do other stuff. Just saying. Whoa, Shoot Groomers, Yuengling's about 20 minutes away from your house. Yeah, so you could get that fresh stuff. That's pretty awesome.
They put a target on my back, but they're targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep a strap, and I'm always by my beds. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they target and target, yeah, they target kids.
Okay, I love how it just ended. Like there was no anything else. That was pretty cool. I thought it was good. I mean, I think the message is super important. I'm about to I'm subscribing. Thank you, Mayor of Magaville. And like I said, I'll be throwing the link to buy it. I'll add the link for the iTunes too. I'll add theirs because this is super important, guys. We gotta band together and help these guys out. That Juneteenth landed on a Father's Day. The irony is that like the fatherless issue that we got going on in the country, and then obviously way more in African American community. It's like 42% or something outrageous. I mean, and it's so socially engineered, it's not even funny. I mean, you got single motherhood subsidized fully by the government. It is incentivized. And I know, like I said, I grew up, my parents were teenagers, 16 and 17 when I was conceived. My dad stuck around, and because of that, they didn't qualify for anything. And because they didn't qualify for anything, we starved and moved like 12 times by the time I was 9 before we finally got like a foothold and were able to live a reasonably normal middle-class existence for a couple of years, and then not going into that right now. But the point is, yes, there's a huge problem with that, and it is fully incentivized. It's called the trap for a reason. I don't want you getting out of that. They give you just enough to keep you alive, but it's also killing your chance at a good life. You got to break out, but it's a hard choice, hard work. Twana saying apparently, because so many calling me this, like it's supposed to be a derogatory thing, I'm a constitutionalist because I believe the Constitution upholding it. Yeah, I'm with you. It's totally cool. Yeah, Ace, not my cup of tea for music, but glad it's iTunes #1 right now. LOL. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, honestly, that's a lot of the purpose of my channel. It's not necessarily to have like the best of my favorite song every time. It's like bar breakdowns, the messaging, and then connection to current events, politics, news, life, all that stuff. and just to create that dialogue. So even like your comment, we're like, I don't really like the song, but it's good for the time. Love that. I'll take it. Jeff Phelps, when are straight white people getting Pride Month? Oh, wait, we do that all year, but don't make a fuss. Yeah, well, that's kind of the question and the rebuttal that people say. It's like, when's our month? They're like, it's the rest of the year. And it's like, really? I mean, you're just sitting there crapping all over white dudes forever, every day. It's like it's a full-time job. Completely uncensored by, like, the tech tyrants, too. Like, I've seen some really, really horrible, hateful stuff pointed to white people, to men, and to Christians. And it seems like those groups, and if you're unlucky bastard enough to be in all three, you just get limitlessly dunked on, can't do anything about it, and they don't see that as hate speech compared to, like, the Daily Wire getting "What is a Woman" pulled off Twitter for misgendering. Are you shitting me? I've seen Twitter. I've seen the stuff that's on there that goes the other way, and it's disgusting. It's hateful. It's actually hate speech. It's actually breaking content guidelines, but then they ignore the guidelines for certain groups, targeting other certain groups. But then if you have that, which, by the way, I bought a year of the Daily Wire just to watch that movie. I haven't really used it for anything else. I don't care about their content that much. But that movie was worth it. You need to see that movie. And so if the new Twitter lady is saying, oh, we don't need to offend people during Pride Month, we got to get rid of the "What is a Woman" documentary, which is, like, massively important right now, by the way. We need that message to get out that, like, hey, these are what these people are doing. This is what the doctors are saying. The specialists, the professionals in the space are fully corrupt, fully bought out by politicians, fully indoctrinated with craziness. They don't care that they're using, like, Lupron that sterilizes pedophiles for children, for affirming care. That's crazy. But you're going to say Twitter needs to remove it because of misgendering, and that's a problem? Get the fuck out of here with that. We're late into the video, I can swear. It's fine. I'm frustrated about it, but yeah, I watched that whole thing, and I didn't even mean to watch it all at once. I was like, oh yeah, let's start it, and then, 2 a.m. comes, and we're just like, oh my God, I can't believe it's this bad. Like, everyone needs to see that. You got to check it out. All right, well, that was Boycott Target plus a whole lot of rants. I don't know if you guys know, but Twitter is going to abandon Europe in August from Gabriel. I've not heard that, but I'm not surprised it would work one way or the other, because all of these, like, one world communist, new world order governments are really pissed off about free speech because it's destroying their narratives. Because Chick-fil-A is pretty solid, has been forever. I just don't know if they're going to cave and be woke. You know? They've been sticking it to woke before that was even a thing and making a lot of money by doing that. Day stream Thursday. No one's ready for this, especially after 2 days in a row of streaming, 2 nights in a row. We're doing a day stream after that. We're going hard up in here, guys. The Freedom to Think gaming stream with my music is probably the best kept secret on YouTube. And I know, because we only had a handful of people in at a time. I don't know what the deal is with that, but we're gonna force it in. We're gonna make it the hangout, the place to be on the internet. I know it's gonna happen. All right, see you guys.